Today's topic is about determination of annual value for a let out house. So it is one of the topic from income from house property. There are 7 situations for determining value of let out house, and these are 7 different situations. In these 7 situations, the annual value calculation is different. Situation 1: when house is let out throughout the previous year and there is no unrealized rent and vacancy of the house. So this is the situation. That means in previous year somebody is living in the house by paying rent, and they were lived for throughout the year. The house was never vacant. So in this situation, first we have to calculate expected rental value and actual rental value. Then we have to calculate the income from house property. Now let's see the calculation process. So there are 3 parts in the calculation process. First part, calculation of expected rental value, ERV, and actual rental value. So for calculating expected rental value, first we have to take the municipal rental value and fair rental value. So from these, higher of the following, higher of the 2. Next step is limiting ERV or calculating adjusted ERV. This step is required only when the standard rent information available. So when we will follow this limiting ERV or calculating adjusted ERV means when there is standard rental value information available. So when the standard rental value information available, we have to take the least of the following, either ERV or SRV, whichever is lower. So next, step 3 in first part, step 3 is calculating actual rental value. So actual rental value means the rent which is received by the owner. So rent received plus rent receivable plus or minus special adjustments. Special adjustments means these can be provided by some facilities provided by owner, so those have to add. If some facilities paid by the tenant, so those they have to deducted, and adjustments are made. So after part 1, step 3, next part 2, preparation of income statement. Now we have to prepare the income statement of the house. Next, the part 3, working notes for computation of income. So here in that, step 1, calculating gross annual value. Gross annual value is higher of the following: expected rental value and actual rental value. Whichever is higher is taken as gross annual value. Deduct municipal taxes from gross rental value. Gross annual value is also called as gross rental value. So we have to deduct the municipal taxes which is paid by the owner. So after deducting municipal taxes, allowing deduction under section 24. So we will discuss it about later. Now this is the one situation when the house is completely residual for rent without any vacancies in previous year. Now let's see situation 2. In situation 2, let out house, unrealized rent of current previous year and the house is not vacant during previous year. Here in this situation, the house was not vacant, but there is unrealized rent. So let's see how the unrealized rent is calculated. The amount of rent that the owner is unable to recover, known as unrealized rent. So unrealized rent means either it could be can't recovered by the owner. In different situations, maybe the tenant is not available, but or there could be he is not paying the rent, or these are the situations which in which the owner will not able to recover the rent. So that is called unrealized rent. So how we treat the unrealized rent is, first, unrealized rent of the relevant previous year to the current assessment year. So ARV, actual rental value. So calculating the unrealized rent per month into 12 minus unrealized rent. Unrealized rent, realized rent means which is not recovered from the tenant by owner. So we have to deduct that from rent per month. Next, unrealized rent related to or prior to the assessment year 2001-2002 will not give a deduction under section 2003 or 2004. If we are calculating income from house property for 2001 and 2002 year, if there is unrealized rent, it is not given as deduction. But after that, if there is any unrealized rent, it could be given as deduction, as loss deduction in under section 23 and 24. And areas of rent on account of new agreement entered during the previous year relevant to current year for enhancing the rent from back date for the period entire earlier to 1/4/2001, deduction is allowed. So if, for example, the unrealized rent becomes when unrealized rent becomes arrears, so if the tenant and the owner entering into new agreement for on 1/4/2001 before, then deduction is allowed at 30% flat for arrears, which becomes unrealized rent, which becomes area. Now see, calculation of unrealized rent part 1. Here is also 3 parts. So first we have to calculate the ERV and ARV. So ERV and ARV, higher of the following. So MRV, municipal rental value, and fair rental value. From these two we have to take the higher value. Now step 2, calculating ARV. Calculating how we will calculate ARV: rent received from plus receivable outstanding rent and minus unrealized rent of the current year. So first we have to take the rent received, which is received by the owner and which is receivable, means the tenant is agreed to pay, and unrealized rent which is not paid by the tenant, we have to deduct. So here part 2, again we have to calculate the income from building, and in part 3 we have to calculate the gross annual value. So higher of the following, ERV and ARV, we have to take the higher value from ERV and ARV. Next, in situation 3, for let out house is vacant for some period during the previous year. That means some period it is vacant, but some period it is let out for residential purpose. So here ARV is calculated annual rental value 12 months period minus rent for vacant period. So we have to calculate the total rent, from that we have to deduct the vacant period. Here we have some important information about actual rental value. If actual rental value is less than expected rental value due to vacancy, only then gross annual value equals to ARV. So if the ARV is actual rental value is less than the expected rental value, then gross annual value becomes actual rental value. So this is situation 3. So the same procedure is followed for calculating in situation 3. First we have to calculate the ERV and ARV. From that we have to take the higher, and again we have to calculate the ARV. If the ARV is negative, then gross annual value becomes the annual rental value. Now situation 4, for let out property. The house is vacant for some period and unrealized rent is also there. In here, two situations are there. The house is vacant for some time and there is unrealized rent. Unrealized rent means which the owner is unable to recover from tenant. So ARV, how we calculate ARV? Rent for 12 months minus unrealized rent. First we have to take the rent for 12 months and we have to deduct the unrealized rent from that. So it is this in situation, again we have to calculate the ERV and ARV. We have to take the higher, and actual rental value calculated as rent for 12 months minus unrealized rent, and again we have to take the gross annual value and actual rental value, which is higher. Again we have to calculate the income from property. Next, situation 5, for let out house. The house was vacant for 12 months during the previous year. So if the house completely vacant for 12 months in relevant previous year, then now in this situation, let's see how the income is calculated. Gross annual value. During the previous year, the house is vacant for 12 months. ARV becomes nil. So GRV will also becomes nil. So here next, municipal taxes. Actual amount paid by the assessee is to be deducted from GRV. So here maybe the house is vacant for 12 months, but the house owner has to pay municipal taxes on the house. So these are deducted from gross annual value. And standard deduction, when net annual value is nil or negative, standard deduction is not given. Interest paid on loan is given deduction. The standard deduction is not provided, but if the house owner paying interest on home loan which is taken for construction for any reason, that interest is given as deduction. Now situation 6, if the house is situated in metro cities. Metro cities means Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai and Delhi. So if the house is situated in those cities, then the calculation of income. So first step, we have to calculate the net municipal value. So net municipal value is tax paid into percent of tax by 100. So step 2, gross municipal value, GME, minus deductions. Deductions means taxes which are paid by the owner. So it will give the net municipal value. Now step 3, determining MRV. MRV means municipal rental value, that is GMV equals to MRV. GMV means gross municipal value becomes the MRV. Right. Now calculating gross annual value, higher of the following. So ERV, ARV. So we will take the high value from these two. So this is the process for situation 6. Now let's situation 7. So how the house property situated in foreign country. So for this the same process followed for situation 1. So how we calculated in situation 1, the same process is used for situation 7. So these are the different situations for let out house calculating income from house property. Next, annual value for self-occupied house. So, if the owner or his family member occupies the house for his or their residential purpose, the annual value of the house shall be taken as nil. But still, we have to calculate the value of the house. This exemption is given when the following conditions are satisfied. So the annual value treated as nil for self-occupied house when the following conditions have to be satisfied by the owner. If the house is not let out during the previous year, the house should definitely use for residential purpose of the owner. It should not be let out for even single day, and no other benefit is derived from the thereon. So the person should not receive any benefit from the house. So no deduction are allowed under section 24 except interest paid on money borrowed for the purpose of the purchase of or construction. If the person took loan for construction or purchasing purpose, those deduction only given under standard deduction 24, but no other deductions are given for self-occupied house. So here there are three models for calculating the income. So here model number 1, if the house is purchased, constructed and loan is taken before 1/4/99. So here the deduction list of the following: actual rent paid or payable. B is 30,000. So we have to take list of the two. It is given as deduction and for giving deductions. And model number 2, if the house is purchased or constructed and the loan is taken on or after 1/4/99, so the deduction is list of the following: actual rent paid and 2 lakhs, whichever is less is given as deduction. And model number 3, if the loan is taken for repairs, renovation, reconstruction either before 1/4/99 or after 1/4/99, deduction is list of the following: actual amount is paid for or payable and 30,000. So these are the different situations for let out house and different situations for self-occupied house. Let's see another example for calculating income from house property. Sri Sundar Reddy, age is 55 years, has 2 flats, in one at Hyderabad and the other in Hi-Tech City. One occupied by him and his wife and other occupied by his parents and children. He claimed both the houses as self-occupied, but income tax officer asked to opt anyone as self-occupied. They are requesting to advise which flat can be treated as self-occupied. So municipal valuation of first flat is 50,000 and second flat is 96,000. Fair rental value of first flat is 65,000 and second plot is 1,80,000. Municipal taxes 10% for first and 10% for second. And rebate on municipal taxes 10%. There is no any rebate for second flat. And penalty delay in municipal taxes. First, no penalty for first, but there is a 2% penalty for second plot. Insurance premium 30,000 for first plot and second is 28,000. Interest on loan taken to purchase the flat is 2,60,000 for first and 4,10,000 for second. Now let's see the calculation of income from house property. See, computation of Sundar Reddy income from house property for the assessment year 1920. So here gross annual income nil for first flat. If we take one is self-occupied and one is on the rent. So here we are taking first plot as self-occupied and second plot as let out. So gross annual value first flat will become nil and second plot is 1,80,000. we have to less the municipal taxes. So for self-occupied house there is no any municipal taxes, but let out one is 9,000. So total annual value is nil for first flat, but second flat is 70,400. So deduction under section 24, standard deduction nil. There is a standard deduction of 51,120 rupees. So interest on loan taken, that is 2 lakhs for first house and 4 lakh 10,000 for second house. So now we have calculate the house income from house, but we are getting losses from both houses. So 2 lakhs from first house and second house is 2 lakhs 90,720. Now, so total loss is 4 lakh 90,720. So working nets, how we calculate those things, and municipal taxes 10% of 50,000, that is 5,000 for first flat, and second flat is 9,600. So lesser rebate, so first flat has rebate of 500 rupees, so 4,500, and 9,600 for second flat actual payment. So rebate in municipal tax, rebate received deducted from municipal tax and net amount paid is deducted from gross annual value. So penalty on municipal taxes is not allowed as deduction. Gross annual value is either of the following. So municipal rental value is 9,60,000, fair rental value is 1,80,000. So standard deduction is 30% of 1,70,400. So 51,120 is the standard deduction. So interest on loan for let out house, any amount is allowed at this deduction. For self-occupied house, deduction allowed up to 2 lakhs. So showing less income or more loss is beneficial to assessee. Loss from house property can be set off against the income from the other heads. Now let's see in the second option. When first house is let out and second is self-occupied. So gross annual value first is 65,000, municipal taxes are 4,500, the annual value is 60,500. So standard deduction under section 24, standard deduction is 18,150 rupees. Interest on loan is 2,60,000 for first house and 2 lakhs for second house. So loss from the house property, both are getting losses. 1,17,650 from first, 2 lakhs from second. So total loss is 4 lakhs to 17,650. So the gross annual value is higher of the following. So municipal rental value is 50,000, fair rental value is 65,000. So standard deduction is 30% of 60,500, that is 18,180. So decision on comparing both the option, it is preferable to claim first flat as self-occupied. Now let's see another example for calculating income from the house property. So here on 5/11/2015, Sri Vaman Das and his younger brother Sri Narsingh Das jointly purchased a house in Vijayawada for the price of 36 lakhs. Out of this, Syndicate Bank sanctioned a loan of 21 lakhs at 9%. Outstanding loan amount is 20 lakhs. The house is let out on monthly rent for 15,000. Fair rental value is 12,500 per month and municipal rental value is 1,60,000 per annum. And standard rent determined by the rent controller, that is 1,70,000 per annum. So expenses are incurred during the previous year 18-19. Repairs 2 lakhs. Loan taken 10% from Cooperative Housing Bank. Interest on the loan is not yet paid, and the penalty on interest is 1,000. Municipal taxes are payable half yearly 3,000 for the first 6 months taxes are paid in time and received 5% rebate, and for second half payment is delayed and penalty interest is 200. Compute income from house property, Mr. Vaman Das and Narsingh Das. Now let's see. Now, computation of Sri Vaman Das and Mr. Sri Narsingh Das income from house property for the assessment year 2019 and 20. Particulars: gross annual value is 1,60,000 and less municipal tax is 5,850. So annual value is 1,54,150. Deduction under section 24, standard deduction is 46,245 and interest and loan 2 lakhs. So total deduction are 2,46,245 and loss from house property is 92,095. So let's see the working notes. Calculating expected rental value. Municipal rental value is 1,60,000. Fair rental value is 12,500 per month into 12 months. So 1,50,000. So the expected rental value, annual rental value is expected rental. So standard rent is given. So expected rental value 1,60,000 and standard rent is 1,70,000. List of the following. So calculating the actual rental value, 15,000 into 12 months, 1,80,000. Municipal taxes half year 3,000 and rebate 150. So 2,850 and second half is 3,000. So total is 5,850. Standard deduction 30% of 1,54,150, that is 46,245. So interest on loan for repairs 2 lakhs 10% 20,000, for purchase 20 lakhs 9% 1,80,000. So co-venture share in loss of house properties 9,100 will divide by 246,050 rupees for each.